Welcome back. This is round one here with our Sultai Traverse the Ulvenwald deck. Pretty sweet opener here. On TCGplayer, of course. TCGplayer.com. I am Conley Woods. And our opener here has a Traverse in it, which we can use to fetch up a swamp or just any land if we want. Usually your first Traverse, especially if it's an opening hand, you do not expect it to turn on Delirium. But that said, we have a 2-drop here in Deathcap Cultivator. And if we cast that on turn 2, we're obviously not playing Traverse. And then there's a good chance we're just playing a turn 3 Kiora. And if we do that, then there is a good chance that Traverse gets turned on through Kiora milling us, basically. Dumping stuff into the graveyard. Definitely want to see a land here eventually. Traverse can obviously become that land, which is currently what I'm going to do. Alright, a ramp deck. Okay. He obviously might have something like Kozilek's Return, but it could also be mono green. We don't really know. It's just another pilgrimage. Yeah. What is that art from? I don't even know. Alright, another Traverse, so I can... what's the best play here? I can just Fleshbag Marauder to get rid of this Leaf Gilder. It's 1 line. I can Kiora, untap 2 lands, flip Den Protector, return Traverse, attack for 3. It's 1 line. I can Fleshbag Marauder plus cast Traverse. I can Fleshbag Marauder, attack for 4. Fleshbag Marauder does seem like a reasonable line here, though. The more I think about it. I mean, I know he has lands in hand, but that Fleshbag Marauder is going to be dead. He's going to sack the Leaf Gilder if you play something larger. So really, my only way to guarantee anything there is what I did. I could have traversed to hit a land drop first. We double retreat. Okay. To gain some life. That's not a big deal at all. Ooh, okay. That's kind of cool, actually. Sure, we'll do that. Let's grab a forest. Alright, double traverse my yard, which I expect to return one of those with Den Protector. I can tap down whatever fatty he has. I shuffled in, so in case you guys didn't see what I did there, I Mortuary Mired the Fleshbag Marauder into my deck, and then shuffled it with Traverse. So my goal is not to draw Fleshbag Marauder this turn, it's simply to have it in my deck available for if I want to traverse for it. Otherwise, I typically would traverse for Mortuary Mire to Mortuary Mire back on top, but I was able to skip a step this time around. Alright, let's see. Zendikar's Royal, but he's only got 1 card in hand. Still think I should just -2 this. Your Backwalker, Evolving Wilds is fine. I can tap his dude. Play Lumbering Falls, save the Evolving Wilds. I could take the colorless producing land here for Thought Not Seer, but I just have one card in hand. So he only has one card in hand, so I don't care too much about that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna actually play this. I'm gonna get him for 4 because he's mono green, so his sweeper options have to be kind of limited. I have 2 card types in my yard: sorcery land. Oh, that's the other thing. Kiora also triggers Get Rock Monster whenever you -2 her and put a land in the yard. Alright, he got a bunch of life. A 2/2. Next turn I can get Rock Monster, Evolving Wilds, draw a card, Lumbering Falls. It's pretty good. And Kiora after all that. Like I draw a million cards. Ooh, I could just kill this guy. If I kill this guy, I have him +1. My, let's see, no, that doesn't give me there. -2. So I could either take the Blighted Fen or I could draw a random card. I guess I take a Blighted Fen. Play this. Play this. I'm just gonna get him with everything here. Actually, no, I guess I don't want to attack with this. Which means I'm not going to attack with this either, because it doesn't get through damage. Go and draw this card now. He's doing big things over there, but I think we're doing bigger things. Uh-oh, he's got a lot of. Has he got Ulamog? He just has Ulamog. Wait, no, this is. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's the Grey Aurora. That was his last card. We didn't get him. The good news is we got pretty lucky with the number of lands we had here. Oh wait, I just hit all lands. But he's got a lot of mana available. We do have 4 card types for Traverse, so it 2 years for anything. This looks like an Ulamog. 10 mana. Assume it's an Ulamog. So I go down to 6 lands. I play a 7th potentially. So I'm going to go get an island. We officially got out sweeter than. He didn't sacrifice his Sanctum. I guess because he had 7 cards. What's our play here? Guess I just Icefall Regent Traverse. That's kind of lame. Well, let me lead with Traverse. Can't cast a Dragon Lord Silumgar. I can Altered Ego his guy. But that doesn't... Ooh, I can just Fleshbag Marauder, I suppose. And cast a Deathcap Cultivator. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's probably better. It came up. The whole reason we shuffled in the the Fleshbag Marauder. It came up. We're pretty far behind here. I don't expect to win this game, but we're gonna try. What you got? It's big and it's world breaky. He's gonna take out Lumbering Falls. Not looking good. Oh, he's got something to cast even. Just get a gold player. And what do you tutor up? An Ulamog, okay. Dead. Dead. That Great Aurora got us. Alright, so we need to not let Great Aurora happen. So in comes Duresses. I kinda like the Sidisi's Faithful. Might even be better than Harbinger. Not sure about this guy. Hanger Backwalkers are bad outside of being artifacts. The Hydra's medium. This guy's medium. This card's kind of bad. Do 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 do. Probably doesn't have anything for naturalists. Minister of Pain is interesting. It kills his X1s. Kind of like a Ruinous Path, though. What's my last ad? I kind of just want to be a Reality Smasher. Seems reasonable to me. Alright, let's go to game 2. Okay, welcome back to game 2 here. Conley Woods, TCGplayer.com. Playing some Sultai Traverse of the Ulvenwald variety. We're gonna go get a swamp of this. Make no short. No, oh, no, we're playing that. We're playing this. We want to get his pilgrimages, his explosive vegetation, stuff like that. But he very likely does not have a 2-drop spell he's going to cast. He might have a cultivator, but we're pretty happy to just cast our cultivator there. Because now this turn we get to do both cultivator and ooh, look at that. Do I just take retreat? I'd probably just take retreat. He's got nothing going on if I just take his retreat. I guess he explosive vegetations a couple times in a couple turns. Grab islands. Grab an island there because we have double blue cards and I don't have access to double blue. Castle's gonna get in for 7. Try to put a clock on him, so now if he wants to cast Explosive Vegetation, it comes at a price. Just take a bunch of damage. So now we have 9 showing, I can make it 11. What can he cast the next turn that would save him? I kind of just want to do this. Puts him to 2. Everything on board is lethal. He's got 6 mana, 8 for colorless things, but even an Ulamog doesn't save him. Yep. Yep. I don't know what that was. I apologize. But there you see the value of Sirach. Even though Sirach is not like a card that I would typically want to run in most of my decks right now, and even in this deck, there's plenty, if not most games where I don't want to draw it. We had it in our hand there, and it just killed our opponent. Like, that's one of the cool things about having a bunch of one-ofs, is that even though sometimes they don't come at the time you want them to, or not in the situation you want to see them in, they still have a cool, unique effect on the game that the opponent was not necessarily prepared for. When you're playing against a deck that plays the same 8 threats and 4 planeswalkers every game, you kind of know what you need to maneuver around. And when a random draw with Sirach happens where you just die on turn 5, that's not something you expect out of the deck that the game before was like super slow, grindy one. But yeah, we're going to keep our deck the same as it was for the last game, and we'll be back for Game 3. Alright, back for Game 3 here. Round 1, Conley Woods, TCGplayer.com, playing Sultai Traverse. This hand, we have a Traverse, and that whole spiel I gave about it doing its thing and being cast early for a land. We're going to throw that out the window this time around, basically, because I have so many lands already in mana. And we're just going to hold on to it. I could grab a forest, that would be the one potential line, but I'm not really buying it. That was a good draw. Oop. Let's tap Evergreen. Thought Not Serious, a good draw here. A little bit of disruption. He didn't do anything with this. What does he got going on over there? That was also a kind of a good draw. Ulamog, Zendikar's Royal, and okay, so I'm just gonna leave him with 2 9s and a 10, I guess. I guess that's where we're going with this. 2 9s and a 10. 2 9s. Oh, he drew a 2. Man, I wish I had that 1-drop guy. Alright, so the most he could have next turn is he's got 4. He could have 7. Alright, we're still out of ways. There's no way he blocks Thought Not Seer, right? That's like impossible. I would be amazed. Kiora was a really good draw, by the way. I'm going to attack here. I highly doubt that he blocks. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to take 1 damage here and untap the Thought Not Seer. Actually, yeah, I think I do. And the next turn I'm going to -2 Kiora. This turn I just want to protect her. If I -2 her, she dies. I'm not a huge fan of that. What did you draw? Another one. Oh man, I wish I had. Wish I had either Profaner of the Dead or Minister of Pain right now. We get, okay, that's awkward. It's a little awkward. We did get 2 cards in our thing for delirium purposes, but I don't need to bounce his guys because he can only have 8 mana, and as far as I know, he's got no. So yeah, he either could draw a land or a guy. He can suicide to kill. No, because I can still just block that. So yeah, I'm fine here. Sure. Alright, so next turn, what does Great Aurora read exactly? I gotta go pull this up. Alright, each player shuffles all cards from his or her hand and all permanents he or she owns into his or her library, then draws that many cards. Okay. So I should be favored there, I would imagine, if that does resolve. Not that it will. Because I can kill 2 of his guys this turn, essentially. Ooh. See, if I just play this and attack with everything, that is 9, that's 13, so he'd be dead, so you have to block a couple guys. And I can even seduce his faithful something. Let me do this. We're going to take a Lumbering Falls and a Dragonlord Silumgar. I didn't hit an untapped land. I could have just Kiora'd. I could have just minus or +1 to guarantee it. Instead, I went for the minus to get an untapped land, and it hurt me. So yeah, I think I just Reality Smasher and then force him to block. He has 6, he'll have 8 lands, but he'll also be really, really low. And he'll lose a permanent in the process. So the best he could do here is chump block a Thought-Knot Seer, and he goes to 3. Now he still has to peel a card to be able to cast a Great Aurora. And casting a Great Aurora is not the best for him. I still get a pretty big advantage out of that. Way more cards in hand, way more permanents in play. Alright, he just died. I messed up that last turn, definitely, but we got there anyway. So we'll be back for one more game with this one, and then we still have Mono Black Eldrazi coming up. So be right back. Conley Woods, TCGplayer.com.